What's going on, guys? My name is James Collects, and if you're following me for the first time, I am both a nerdy collector and an eBay reseller. In this video, we're going to be doing a very quick roundup as to the bits that I bought on a surprise midweek car boot. I wasn't planning on going to a car boot. Today being Thursday, I actually went to football last night, which I've not done in about 3 or 4 weeks because I ended up putting a muscle in my leg because I'm getting to that stage now where I'm just that old. If I don't warm up properly, I end up pulling muscles. So I declared myself second best man of the match. So I thought, you know what, I'll give myself the morning off. So ended up getting up at 5 in the morning, out of the house by 10 past. Was at the car boot for just after 6 o'clock. Ended up staying until about 8:30, which meant I got back to work at about 9:30, which isn't too bad, and it was well worth the early morning start without a shadow of a doubt. So I'm actually going to turn you guys around. We're going to go on the overhead view because there's a lot of older electronics which I want to unbox and show you guys the condition of it all. And I feel like in order to portray the condition of the items, ideally we need to be at that angle. So without further ado, let's switch it up. Right then, so our first item is a Crown boombox. So I paid £3. It was originally £5, but I didn't want to pay the fiver for one obvious reason, which I'm going to show you guys now. Which, to be fair, as a unit, it looks fine. It needs a bit of a clean. A nice wipe down will do, absolutely fine. Sticker ping at the back, and this is where it gets really bad. Look at that. We tried to get that out, me and the guy that was selling it. He literally was trying to force it out and prise it open, but we were having absolutely no luck. So I think white vinegar might be required for this. As for what it's worth in this condition, absolutely no idea. I'll be honest, chances are it's going to end up going on some sort of an auction. I mean, I'm going to plug it in and test it. Fingers crossed it does work. You don't see a lot of Crown stuff out at the car boots. So yeah, for £3, I'm a very happy bunny. So next lot of items, varying prices. This was £10. It is a Kenwood CD player. Absolutely brand new in the box, and you'll understand why I wanted to do it this way round so I can actually unbox it and show you guys exactly what is going on. So look at that, absolutely pristine polystyrene. And if we take this up, there we go. That is one minty looking CD player, which, like, this sort of thing I don't mind paying up for, because, not being funny, that's going to be worth £10 all day long. In fact, I'm fairly sure this one is about 30 boxed, but I think I can list this as new other. Let's just have a look at the batteries. Yeah, that's never been used. I was speaking to the guy and it was a house clearance, and this guy just stockpiled media. So he didn't even get like all of the stuff out of the property. There's still a lot left to go. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I mean, £10 is fairly expensive. Sorry, yeah, it was £10. So, but the box is in really good condition. And I think you don't see a lot of boxes for this sort of thing anymore. So yeah, that was a tenner, and we'll do the expensive ones first, and then we'll go down to the fivers, I think. Or yeah, we can do that. Right, so that's that one. So that one was £10. Let's get rid of that. This one was also £10, and it is a Philips portable compact disc player. Again, boxed. Box is in fairly decent condition. And if we open it up, let's just pull that out there. That went that way round. As you can see, never ever been out of its case. That is absolutely pristine. That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, this is the last of the more expensive items. But for £10, I'm actually quite happy with that. It's there is money to be made. I might have to sit on it for a while, But then again, with most of these items being completely boxed up, sitting on it is not going to be a problem, because they all stack and they'll go into boxes all nice and neatly. My silica pearls will get a good use. But yeah, that is actually really, really smart, and I do like that. So that was £10. Now off to the £5 items. So we have an Alba cassette player. Again, fantastic condition. Unfortunately, there isn't a case for this one. There's a slight bit of wear there, but really strange colouring. It's like that horrible rose gold colour. Yeah, but still absolutely beautiful. That, yeah, I actually like that for some bizarre reason. There's actually a slightly worse looking one coming up, which it does look far worse, but I've got a feeling it could be worth a couple of quid. Next item is going to be the Goodman's PM95S. Does not come with the headphones, unfortunately. Again, only paid a £5. This guy knew that they were worth like £35–40 each, but he's a house clearance guy. He just wants to clear the stock, and here it is. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Sparkly clean. Absolutely pristine. Absolutely in love with that. So £5 well spent, in my opinion. Look at that. Nothing has ever been inside that. Yeah, there's a lot of money to be made in today's lot, without a shadow of a doubt. As I say, it's just going to be a case of sitting on top of it until you find the right buyer. And I've put that in the wrong way round, because it's supposed to go like that. And that goes down there. But that's not all. We also have a Philips sort of not DVD, that's definitely radio. It's a 12-band slim dual conversion world receiver. I'm going to get it out. You guys can see it there. Again, never been out of its packaging. Absolutely brand spanking new, and paid £5. And now we're getting up to my favourite one. It's the Alba Aquaman. It just looks horrific, but it makes me want it even more. Look at that. Even that is just severely dated. Just looks horrible. But look at that thing. Stereo cassette player model AQA-1 stereo Aquaman. That is just a thing of absolute beauty. Who would ever want to use one of these? I have absolutely no idea. And obviously someone's looked in this, because that polystyrene is broken, which is really annoying. But yeah, that one was £5 as well, which I am more than happy to pay. So I'm going to have to do some research and actually find out what the going rate is for a few of these items. And even then, I will probably be able to aim slightly higher, simply because there's like minimal to no scuffing on any of the actual products themselves, which is always very, very nice. And when it comes to collectors, condition is key. Box condition is an added bonus, but yeah, the condition of the actual item itself, if that's mint, you're going to be quids in. Next up is some PS1 games. These were £2 a piece. I got the lot for £10. So we have Tomb Raider 2 on the Platinum version. We have Tony Hawk's Skateboarding. We have It's Cold Blood. Micro Machines V3. Bit of case damage on this one. See, it's all damaged just down there. We also have Siphon Filter 2. And last but not least is Tekken 3. It's missing its front cover, but the manual is in really, really nice shape. So yeah, for the sake of a couple of quid, I've got to go through and sort out my PS1 collection again. Now we're going back to the start. So this little lot is the first lot of items that I bought on 2 separate visits from the same guy. I'm fairly sure I paid a tenner for the lot. So our £10 got us Rayman on the PS1, a fairly decent condition. It's all there, it's just in the wrong order. So yeah, there we go, there's Rayman. Rayman's a little bit beaten up actually, but that's not the end of the world. We also have Mario Kart DS complete. So what I'll probably do is end up bundling this with an actual Nintendo DS. We also have Nintendogs, which I presume is just going to end up being trading fodder. We also have Crash of the Titans on the DS as well. So happy days. So yeah, I think they were roughly £1 each or thereabouts. We've also got a Tetris. I also picked up a GameCube memory card, but I just gave that to someone who bought a GameCube from the same guy, because it's just easier to have it all together. Wii remote, I think there's a little bit of corrosion in this one. It's mainly just dirt, to be honest with you, but yeah, that's fairly straightforward, easy clean. Fingers crossed it all syncs up okay. And we've got another remote with a third-party back. Got loads of proper back, so that's absolutely fine. Again, there's a tiny bit of corrosion just there, but a nice bit of white vinegar will clean that up. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. Where else did we get? A Nintendo Game Boy 4-player adapter DMG07 with loads of cables attached to it as well. There was actually, what was it called? What's the one? The big Game Boy for the DMG01. It's not a Bit Boy. It's one of the big ones. But the case that went on top of the Game Boy was missing a button, which I couldn't find, and then one of the speakers was missing its cover as well. So, but that was like £3 or so. We also have a Sega Saturn remote as well, which is kind of nice. Needs a bit of a clean, but yeah, not bad for a Thursday car boot, which I've only been to twice, so I might have to make this a semi-regular occurrence. A normal person would clear all the stuff away, but I can't be bothered. So this I paid £10 for. It's from one of the regulars. Sometimes he has some amazing stuff in, sometimes he doesn't. It's actually the same guy that I bought the records off on the Saturday car boot last week. So it is a brand new in the box Boba Fett. I'm not going to get it out completely. We'll just have to look at it like this, I'm afraid. But yeah, brand spanking new. Price, I think there's one listed for £50 at the moment. But yeah, absolutely brand spanking new. I told him the sold prices at the moment were between £10 and £25. And he just said, well, do you want it for a tenner? I was like, yeah, go on in. Because I reckon I could probably shoot for the £40 mark, to be honest. I reckon we'll be okay with that. So there's also one more item which is not from a car boot, and it is this box. So this is a package from Double Box Toys. This should actually be my Charmander Funko Pop, which, as far as I'm aware, there's still going to be licensing issues. Sorry for Pokemon Funko Pops in the UK. You can find the Pokemon ones on Amazon US, I think. So it is available. But I have my Bulbasaur one. It's come packaged fairly decently, actually. Well, I say that like it's a surprise, but Double Box Toys, generally speaking, are really, really good. So let's just unravel all this bubble wrap, which can be reused. And there we go. That is a little Charmander one. That looks absolutely wicked. I'm going to have to get him out now, because where's the fun in keeping them in the box all the time? I say that. Most of my collection is actually in the box. Right. So we've got one of the Double Box Toys pop protectors. So let's get Charmander out. It's open from the bottom. It's always a pain. You always end up doing that. But I think you've got to inspect the paintwork, to be honest. Funko are notoriously bad. So we've got a background like we did in the Bulbasaur one. And here he is. That is adorable. Let me grab Bulbasaur. I forgot I actually put Bulbasaur back in his box because I was going to try and sneak him in the house. But yeah, that is absolutely adorable. Looking forward to seeing Squirtle. As of the recording of this video, we don't actually have an image for Squirtle, not as far as I'm aware anyway, but I'll be happy with just the 3, and maybe 1 or 2 other ones that I would just pick and choose. I don't think I would go for the whole 151 because that's going to be expensive. I mean, generally speaking, these pops are going for anywhere between 10, 15, 20 pounds a piece. So to get the 151 is going to be bloody expensive, and that's not including the oversized ones. I mean, Pikachu at the moment, regular size is about 30 quid. The oversized one, I think, is about 60, 70 pounds. And there's going to be ones that are going to do special edition without a doubt. There's going to be glow-in-the-dark ones and everything else in between. But yeah, they are really cool. I really do like that. And there we go. That is the midweek roundup done. So I know it's been a little while for you guys, but it was only day before yesterday I did the live stream with Money Mental UK, and we did touch on the fact that I was going to try and strap the GoPro to my rucksack instead, because it looks a little bit less strange, I think, if you was to do it like that rather than it be like hidden or semi-hidden underneath a jacket and everything like that. So we're going to give it a go. I'm going to take it with me, which I have done for the last month, to be honest. But yeah, it's just not happened for whatever reason. So there we go. That is the whole of this thing done. I think we're now, mid-July or thereabouts. So the giveaways have stopped for the time being, so that I can figure out how we can go and do it properly, because the people who won the last 2 or 3 have not gotten back to me. So I think we're going to go down the whole Gleam route, unfortunately. But yeah, it's just going to be easier. At least that way I can actually ship these products out to people. But that is it from me. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. And I will see you lovely lot in the next video. Good gaming and happy collecting. Adios.